Hey guys, today I'll be reviewing the Moyu Weisu. You can pick up the Moyu Weisu from thecubicle.us for $21. Although the price for the Weisu is expensive, the cube is totally worth it. The turning on this puzzle is a mixture of a Wei Long and a Huan Ying. It's crunchy, yet very smooth. It's the crunchiness of the Huan Ying and the smoothness of the Wei Long. The inner layers are very smooth. They glide, literally, they glide. The outer layers aren't as smooth and start off sluggish when you get it out of the box, but after you do around 100 solves, the outer layers are really fast. The inner layers alone, when you're doing the PLL parity algorithms, are very smooth and never lock up. Overall, the turning of this puzzle is great, and I couldn't expect anything better from a 4x4. No lockups on any of the layers, and it's very smooth. Next, on to corner cutting. You don't really need much corner cutting for a 4x4, but on this 4x4 you can cut pretty much line to line, sometimes more. So let's first try line to line, easily, and a little more, with a little bit of effort, and let's try line and then half a piece. No, but that's a lot of corner cutting right there, which is a lot more than you'll ever need. And also the inner layers also cut. So this helps the turning style because then you won't have any lockups on your turning while you're turning. The tensions that I have are pretty tight, but not really. And that makes it so that the inner pieces don't pop. I used to have my tensions really loose so that the cube would feel better, but I tightened it up a little bit after that because these pieces kept popping a lot. No, not these pieces, the inner pieces, right? See that small internal piece? Yeah, right there. That thing would pop out. It's find its way to pop out. So that's why I tightened the tensions, and it feels really nice, yet the inner pieces never pop after doing 1,000 solves with these tensions. So really, I don't have any problems with corner cutting and the popping. Next, I will be showing you the pieces of the Weisu, and I'll also be comparing them to my modded Shengxiao 4x4. So first, let's start off with the small internal piece. The small internal piece of the Weisu is the same as the Shengxiao, except, as you can tell, in the Shengxiao it's flipped up this way, and in the Weisu it's the opposite. And also, in the Weisu it's not as long. That's why I think it tends to pop out. That used to be a problem for me, but it's not anymore because I found the right tensions. So, yeah. So now let's go into the big internal piece. So the big internal piece, you can tell a couple differences right off the spot. Here, let it focus. Okay. So first you can tell that on the Shengxiao, focus. Okay. On the Shengxiao, it's pretty dirty right now. But anyways, on the Shengxiao there's like a dent on both sides, like that. But on the Weisu it's just flat. And also, on the Shengxiao, it just comes out like this, but on the Weisu, it's pretty much like a torpedo. It's very similar to that of a Wei Long. So yeah, the big internal piece. Now the centers. Centers are pretty much exactly the same, except on the Weisu, see that it's not as fat right there. And also, on the Weisu, instead of having this kind of thing, it just cuts off. This whole part's gone, and it's just another part. It's an indent. But here, instead of making an indent, it just goes out. Now the edges, on the edges, you can tell that on the Shengxiao there's like a triangle right there, and this one I feel is more smooth if you feel them too. There's 3 of them here, and I think it's more curved down. Yeah, it's not as fat. On the Weisu, if you can tell, I don't know if you can see it. I think you can. Instead of just going like this, it also pops out a little bit at the end. But on the Shengxiao, it just goes straight in. I don't know what that's for, because it's coming in and then it's curving back out a little. What else? That's all I can see. And now, last but not least, the corners. So the corners on a Shengxiao, these ones have been modded a little bit. On the Weisu, it's just flat and there's no pieces sticking out, and that's what we're modding the Shengxiao to be, so it's not sticking out. And on the Weisu, it already comes without that, so that's gone. I think it's a little bit bigger, the Weisu's. Yeah, it's a little bit bigger, and this part is way bigger. There's no, it's just like a bowl right there. And this one has like outer lips. Yeah. So now the cores. Okay. This Weisu has like an X-cube mechanism, as you can tell, and it has a blue core, which is pretty cool. And this one just has a standard Shengxiao mechanism. So yeah. Overall, this is a great cube, and I'd really recommend it to any really fast 4x4 person, or anybody actually. It's a really nice 4x4, very smooth. The inner layers don't lock up, as well as the outer layers. The only problem is that the small internal pieces pop out. I don't know if you can see it, but like that small internal piece, which I showed you, those pop out if you don't have the right tension set. But once you find the right tensions, they don't pop out as much. I haven't had a pop with these tensions. And this has replaced my Shengxiao 4x4 as my main speed cube, because I have broken all my personal bests with this, and I'm almost averaging sub 1, which is really happy for me, because like every 3 out of 5 solves I'm getting sub 1, and pretty much averaging sub 1. So about in like a week I'll be averaging sub 1 consistently. So yeah, I've broken my PB average of 5, average of 12, and PB single. I've got a 44 3 days ago. I got a 55 average of 5 and a 56 average of 12. So yeah, that's it for this video, you guys. Thanks for watching. If you want a Weisu, you can pick it up from thecubicle.us for $21. Because of the price of this cube and the internal popping, I'm going to give this cube an A-. Rather than that, it's a great cube, and I really recommend you go get it. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you liked it. If you did, please leave a like down below, and thanks for watching. Bye!